Is that what you were gonna say?
No, I was gonna say Konnichiwa, Oni-san.
Is that my name?
No, it just means hello, big brother.
Man, I missed you.
But in animes, it's usually like a little girl, and they say it a little bit.
Come here,
Oni-san. I say it like that. But yeah, I just came back from Japan. Literally nothing about me has changed. Like, I'm no different, but it was fun, dude. Besides, like, literally 26 hours of flight total there and back.
13.
Yeah, and like I really appreciate Dad more and more because Dad did that over a weekend trip.
Dude,
like,
I think he was there for 3 days.
He said, I don't want to be in Japan any longer than I have to. Because, like, I would have stayed, like, a week.
You were telling me a month.
No, I'm saying, like, if I was Dad.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
Dad
yeah.
stayed for, what, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then left.
Yeah, I think he was gone, like, I think he was in Japan for 3 days, like, and then maybe flight 5 total.
Oof.
Flight 3, flight. So, you fly straight to Japan?
Oh, dude, it was crazy. And Hudson was bitching about me at this. Hudson was like, what's your connecting flight? And Hudson's a pilot, so he acts like he knows everything about flying.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know, dude. It says Atlanta Airport to Japan.
Yeah.
And he's like, that doesn't make any sense. And now he's getting a little bit angry at me, and he's raising his voice.
He's showing his tail.
He's showing his colors.
Yeah.
But anyways, so I say, I don't know. Like, I've never had a connecting flight before. I don't think that I know.
Yeah.
But I would think that they would show me, like, Atlanta to Los Angeles,
2 tickets.
Los Angeles to New York.
Yeah.
That's the only way you can get to New York. through Los Angeles.
Yeah.
But so he was just bitching about it crazy. But apparently, like, it's brand spank. So I went.
You went straight there,
dude? I mean, like the places I saw. Every time, both of my flights, I was middle aisle, so I really didn't see anything. So I went from Atlanta up towards like north, over Canada, over Alaska, all through like that ocean.
How'd you know you were there? The little map on your screen?
Yeah.
How tight was your seat?
I love the map on the screen.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, except for when you have a 14-hour flight, then you don't want to look at it.
How many movies did you watch?
Like 6.
What did you watch?
You know what's funny? I watched Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 twice. I watched it on the way there and the way back.
Loved it.
Listen, on the way back, I was super tired, so you know the movies you want to go to sleep to?
Yeah.
And also the movies that are on these flights aren't the best.
No, they used to be good, and then they started douching all the new stuff.
I watched Wonka.
Any good?
I think it got some hate. I don't think I'd ever watch it again, but I thought it was decent enough. They said
better or worse than Johnny Depp?
Oh, way worse. You kidding me?
You like the Johnny Depp one?
Depp's like an 8.4.
Yeah, I like that Johnny Depp one.
Timothy Chalamet is 7.6.
Okay.
It was a decent movie.
Yeah.
I respect it, but now I got to watch both the Dunes because people are blowing smoke up its ass.
I can't believe you haven't seen Dune 1. People blow smoke up the book Dune's ass, and the book sucks.
You know? Oh, really?
It's trash. They throw you into this freaking world like
Do you think people act like they understand these books?
Yeah. Oh my god, Dune throws you into this world, Zach, and it's like...
Oh, dude, I read like 100 pages of it.
They don't explain
Arthritis,
shit.
Spice.
In the back,
bullshit.
You're supposed to read the dictionary about words that they don't teach you what they mean. You know in Harry Potter, it's like... Avada Kedavra, that's a killing curse. That's what kills someone. So don't use that. And this, they'll be like, Scramblong is sucking up spice from the from the crest of Gornorsh. And then you're supposed to flip.
Did you do it?
I quit.
Okay.
I read the book, but I was like, I'm just going to hope I like gather it from context clues. In the back of the book, they have like 1,000 terms with definitions.
Explanation words, like I read Art of War.
Yeah.
Art of War is literally a book that's translated from Japanese into English, the one that I read.
Man, you were born in the wrong country.
I really was.
Been born.
Dude, also, thinking about it, if I was not a builder,
if
I wasn't building houses and I had something that was like online tech
Oh, you'd be in Japan right now?
I could live in Japan for about 6 months.
Yeah.
I could do it pretty easily. But I'm like, man, there's like no
What's so
way
great
I can
about it?
transfer my skills. It's like New York, but not dirty and no liberals.
Oh, nice.
I'm sure there's liberals, but I mean, like, what's their democracy?
I don't know how their government works.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
And nobody
It
talks
must be
about
safe because people were like, yeah, it's cool to go to Japan. Don't go to China.
Yeah. So we did the trip. We land in Tokyo, and that's when the fun starts happening, you know? Because now you're the foreigner, and like you're just everywhere you look, you're confused.
Yeah.
And it was very overwhelming at the start.
What percent of people are like look foreign as
Japanese?
well? Yeah.
99.
99? So there's like
99.96, dog.
So they also don't like have any white people or black people.
I got a funny
around.
story about some whites that I don't want to get to. No, I don't want this to be the first story.
What? Okay, well, don't tell it first.
Because it's the best story.
Yeah. I don't
But
know.
anyways.
Yeah, what you texted me was hilarious.
No, we're not telling that story.
You're going to have to tell our family at least.
That's fine, yeah, definitely. But I can't tell that story on air. I can't have a paper trail of that story.
All right, so you get to Tokyo. That's where you flew
So we
in.
get to Tokyo, and like, so you have to fill out this whole instruction manual type thing to get into Tokyo.
Yeah.
And they're asking you like where you're staying, all this stuff, but it's all in Japanese, but they like translate it, but it's very confusing.
They have a person translating it?
No, it's just like online.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like it's like all these different districts and stuff that you have no idea about. So at the end of it, like I'm running out of time. I put in like what I know, and then like the rest I just like kind of like
Yeah.
budget up. And then like they're like, what are you carrying with you? And I wasn't like going to go through all of my items.
Yeah.
So I just put watch because I was wearing a watch.
Yeah.
And then so we get our baggage. The guy meets me at the front and he says, it says you have a watch. I was like, yeah, man, I didn't know what to put. It's just like, it's this one right on my wrist. Anyway.
That's not what they meant?
No, definitely not. But like, I was just confused. Like
Yeah.
the first start of this trip was just utter confusion. I mean,
How
I
was
didn't know.
how was your hotel?
Hotel was nice. So for the first 3 days, Jervon either screwed it up or there was no hotel rooms left. So me and Jervon slept like that, like head to feet.
In the same bed?
Yeah,
Whose idea was that?
it wasn't like, hey, you know what we should do?
What do you mean? You were in the same bed.
Jervon either screwed it up or there were no. Oh, so you would have rather go head to head?
Yeah, like a normal person.
Oh, dude. Well, I almost
What-
would have
what-
maybe preferred that too because I had no headrest.
I would not be put
Jervon
my...
was the king of the castle, and I'm just sleeping
That's
by
how
his
you
feet.
typically sleep with dudes?
I don't know.
69?
I've never slept.
Dude,
I can't remember the last time I slept with a dude, but
Really?
I can tell you this is the first time I slept with a black guy before. So he was like,
It had to be his idea.
no,
Me and Bone
it was
just slept
definitely-
in the bed
it was
together.
just head to head, and you turn the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I wasn't gonna argue.
Seems
It
like a
wasn't
thing that
big
the
of a
black
deal.
guy would come up with, not you.
Yeah, but
You're looking right at his freaking feet?
we were never looking. It honestly was like, it was a pretty easy experience. Like besides the fact that nobody was really sleeping good on this trip.
Never?
Oh, I mean, like, we figured out the sleep schedule on the last day, and then it effed me in America.
That's hilarious.
So, but also, like, granted, he had a headrest and a wall behind him, and I didn't, so my pillow would slip off the back of the...
Yeah, I would have been up
I
there
got
by the
the short end of
headboard,
the
and I
stick.
would have said, "Hey, man, if you want to go foot to face, you can
I
get
should've
down
been
there
dude,
like
you're
the
the one that
dog."
screwed this up. If you would have put your head down there by my smelly toes.
Yeah, that's not on me.
But anyway, so we get on the bullet train.
Was
we
that?
got on a bullet train.
Was it Beast?
Bullet train's cool for about 10 minutes.
And then it's just a
You
regular
can't
old
really
thing.
tell what speed you're going at, you know?
Can you look out the window?
Yeah, but you still can't really tell.
It doesn't look like you're just like, psh. Yeah.
No, but
How
you're
fast
going
do you
like
think you're
200
going?
miles per hour.
So it was cool.
Yeah.
But little.
It was pretty sick, but the trip was about 2 hours from Tokyo to Osaka.
Yeah.
So at some point you're like,
So
is
in
this train
Tokyo-
not going that fast?
In
Like,
Tokyo, you just got there and left?
Yeah, I was
you didn't
confused
spend
about
any
that
time
too.
in Tokyo?
No, we spent like 4 days in Tokyo, but it was the end of the trip.
Ah.
But the airport's in Tokyo, so we wanted to do that towards the end.
Ah.
So, on the bullet train, on the way there, I saw one of the most beautiful things I've ever experienced my whole entire life. So, like, there's like this teenage couple, like one row ahead of us to the right.
Yeah.
So, like, this girl's got like this, like tea drink, and she drops it, and it's like open, so it spills all the way across towards like the other people's lane, and I don't know how the gravity worked on this train, but it all spills down, you know?
Yeah.
So there's about 12 people affected by this girl spilling her tea.
Yeah.
And literally, like, she like freaks out, like goes and like gets the like train attendant, like
Japanese lady.
Japanese teen.
Yeah.
And then there's Japanese ladies and like Japanese adults that have all been affected by her screw up.
Yeah.
Literally every single one of them, like once the train attendant came with the paper towels.
Yeah.
Every single one of them started grabbing paper towels and started like drying their areas.
Yeah.
And like nobody batted an eye. Nobody was like bitching, which like, and I'm just sitting there unaffected, but just like, jaw dropped.
Yeah. They were all just nice.
Oh, shocked. And
covered
then, like,
in tea?
No, I mean, I don't know if they were affected by it, but even if they were, I don't think it would have mattered.
Yeah.
So they all just did their job, cleaned up their little area. At the end, they all, like, 12 people just, like, took turns, like, bowing to each other.
Really?
Arigato.
Really?
And I'm just sitting there, like... Like, if that would have happened in America, like, somebody would have been like,
everyone's
you messed up my shoes. And somebody would have been yelling.
Rolling their eyes.
Like, I'm not cleaning this.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I was just like,
Arigato.
They were all bowing to each other. I was like, wow, I should have helped.
Could have gotten bowed to. Did you get bowed to? All trip?
I'm sure I did. Like, every time you, like, check out, somebody bows to you.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Did you bow to anyone?
You know, I got scared a lot of the time.
You thought that it might be cultural appropriation.
No, actually, you know what? I definitely bowed, but like, what's the difference between a bow and a head nod? I never went like more than 20 degrees. It was more like...
That seems kind of head noddy.
I was more
it seems
head
like you
nod
were
than
scared
bow.
to commit.
Dude, I was scared to commit to the whole thing. Have you ever... like, I know a little Spanish. I don't know a lot, but
that's gonna help you
like,
out.
I don't say gracias to like a Hispanic dude when he does something for me on the job site.
Yeah.
So
do you not say that because you think that it's rude to just assume that he speaks Spanish, or because you're afraid to mess it up? Or you're afraid to mess it up?
No, I don't think it's either of those.
Well, it would be pretty cool if a Hispanic guy just came up to you and said, and he was really bad at saying it, and he hit you with like a good morning, and then it sounded really funny, and you're like, thanks for the try.
Yeah. Yeah, see, so I think I think they expected thanks for the try.
Yeah.
But so what I noticed when I was out there is like, I'd be like practicing like, arigato gozaimasu, arigato gozaimasu, arigato gozaimasu.
You didn't say it?
No, I said it a couple of times. I said it a lot of times, maybe like 20 times.
Which means for the people at home.
That's at least what I thought it meant. Arigato gozaimasu was like, thank you very much.
Yeah.
So the gozaimasu is like very much, something like that. I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyways, every time I said it in front of a Japanese person, I could hear myself saying it like a Southerner.
Yeah.
Like, I practiced in my room the whole time, but then I got up to them and I was like, Arigato gozaimasu. And I hated it.
Dang. Did you get laughed at?
No, nobody would. That would have been crazy. If they would have laughed at me, I would have. They all, the whole Japanese community seems pretty timid.
Yeah.
The whole, like, there was like a couple of guys where I was like, oh, these guys seem kind of thug.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
really?
Like, there was like 2 or 3.
And what were they doing?
Thug shit.
Yeah.
They weren't doing anything. Like, in Japan.
They had tattoos?
Maybe.
Covered?
Like, people with tattoos.
Oh, did you
in
get
Japan.
one?
No.
What was that receipt from?
It was like from a thrift store.
I knew
just thought
that's what it was.
funny.
I mean, I didn't know it was a thrift store.
I'm gonna get a tattoo.
Not in Japan anymore.
I don't know if I'm gonna get a tattoo. I'm so scared to get it. Mom and Dad had brainwashed me into thinking I can't get one.
All right, you go to Osaka. Osaka bin Laden. And what was there?
First couple of days are kind of lame. Not lame. So we go. I'm trying to think of what we do the first day. We wander around the first day. Second day, I think Do Young shows up.
Do Young. Oh yeah. Tell the people how you know Do Young.
I don't know Do Young. So Do Young's my buddy from South Korea now.
He's from South Korea.
Yeah, he's not from Japan.
Does he speak Japanese?
He spoke it a lot better than us.
Yeah.
So they would look to him unfairly, maybe, because
they'd be like, "You look close enough."
Picture of him like sharing his umbrella with me, but I just didn't want to post it.
Oh man, that was one of the best ones.
Oh yeah, it's hilarious. I'll show you. But yeah, so Do Young, first day we go out, we go to this place. Like, we go to all these places, like these stores. Like, the stores and stuff there are crazy. Like, Chris and Jordan wanted to hit, like, the Nintendo store. And Jervon got in there and was like, what the hell are we doing here? And I was like, I enjoy this stuff, but I don't need a figurine to tell me that I enjoy this stuff. But Chris and Jordan...
Was the store massive?
There was a life-size statue of Monkey D. Luffy.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was a beast.
Wow. So they love him there,
pictured. Huh? Oh, dude, are you kidding me?
Is it what's the most popular anime in Japan?
Probably at this moment, maybe One Piece.
Maybe.
But I mean, I can't ask him. But
I had a meeting with a septic guy yesterday, and he had a One Piece sweatshirt on.
No, he did not. What was his race?
White man.
Oof.
Today.
I know those types.
Yeah.
You don't want to mess around with those white guys that like anime.
So you went to a bunch of stores?
Yeah, we went to stores the second day. Third
coolest
day.
Store?
Huh?
What was the coolest store?
I mean, we were hitting like Gucci and shit. Like,
did anyone buy anything from
We were
these?
in like the Buckhead of Japan.
Yeah.
No, nobody bought anything. And I was almost like...
So you guys went to Japan to shop at Gucci?
No, I mean, there were a bunch of like... No. There were a bunch of like cheaper stores, but like we were just there, so we walked in. We were in like Louis Vuitton, and Jordan was like asking people prices on stuff, and I was like, "You're not gonna buy this. Why are you wasting this lady's time?"
What was the coolest place you went to, store wise?
Oh, me and Javon went to. So Chris and Jordan kind of tapped out, or at least were like taking a nap or something.
Yeah. So
they tapped out, and me and Javon went to this like thrift strip that I found on TikTok.
Yeah.
And that's where I bought like the majority of my stuff. Like, it was the coolest thing.
You bought a ton of stuff?
The Ford jacket I bought from there, the Harley Davidson jacket I bought from there, all that stuff.
Yeah, those were cool.
Yeah, so then we went to the bar that night.
Yeah.
So that's when a girl Riri.
Yeah.
And Chris matched on Hinge.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And Chris was killing it. Proud of him. I thought Chris may have had the hardest time, because I figured that that's pretty mean. It's not mean, but my science behind it was that I was assuming that Asian people didn't like black people.
Ah.
And Chris is the darkest black person that...
Did they like black people?
Oh, I think they loved him. Chris was killing it out there.
Oh, really?
Chris was slaying ass. So I was completely wrong.
I thought Chris had a girlfriend.
No. Not that watches this podcast. I'm just kidding.
Did you get those glasses in Japan?
Yeah, I got these glasses in Japan and this sweatshirt in Japan.
Those look really Japanese.
That's why I wanted them.
Yeah.
Because they look Japanese.
But the more I look at you, the more Asian you look.
I told
Your
them,
hair
I said, I'm
looks...
pretty sure if somebody looked at me, like, real quick,
yeah,
they might think that I was Asian. And they were like, no, dude.
What was the best food?
The beef stew. So we had...
It's beef stew?
It's like, I described it as beef stew, but we had this, like, delicious, thick noodle, udon, whatever you want to call it. And it was like, it tasted similar to beef stew with a little twist on it. It was the best thing I've ever had. And it had a side of rice beside it. It was great. But anyway, so I can't find this picture of
And then you said you guys went back to that restaurant and you tried to order it again and you got the wrong thing.
This dude gave us something with like pumpkin or something in it. But anyway, so this is one of the best stories. And it's the worst story for me, but it's really funny. So anyway, so we go to this bar and we're meeting Riri, who is the girl that Chris matched up with.
Yeah.
And Riri's dope. Like Riri, like Chris could move to Japan for Riri. Like they were FaceTiming on the phone when we were leaving for like 2 hours.
Really?
Yeah, I had to get up from my seat at the airport and walk around as Chris was talking for so damn long. But anyway, so we're at this airport and like we see like 2 white dudes.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, in like a sea of sardines, if you see like a clownfish and you're a clownfish, you're gonna go talk to the clownfish. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Fair.
Because there was a bunch of sardines around.
Yeah. All right. So you went to talk to the clownfish.
We're talking to these 2 dudes, and they're from like Iowa, right? So they look like they're snowboarders, and they look like classic snowboarders. Like nobody you would like hire for a job.
Yeah.
But like long hair, like grungy looking, look ridiculous.
Yeah.
So anyway, so this dude's like, keeps like negging me, and he's like, yo, you look like the guy from Fight Club. I'm like, oh shit, this dude thinks I look like Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. He's like, no, Edward Norton.
Not a bad looking guy.
Yeah.
He's not Brad Pitt. Yeah.
Well, anyway, so he keeps saying it. He's like, every time he's talking to me, he's like, Edward Norton. And at some point, I'm like, getting a little weirded out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, dude, relax.
Yeah.
Like, I don't look that much like Edward Norton. And then Jervon told me earlier, he's like, you got to watch out for this guy. I'm like, I don't know what that means. So anyway, so at some point, this guy whispers in my ear, you don't know how gay you are. So
the guy who was calling you Edward Norton?
And so then I'm like, everything Jervon was like, watch out for this guy. Then he called me Edward Norton. So I kind of had the thing that Jervon told me in the back of my head. But then he kept calling me Edward Norton. Yeah. And then I was like, all right, chill out. I don't look that much like Edward Norton.
Yeah.
And then he whispered that in my ear, and
So he was gay?
And I stood up. Dude did not look gay at all. Like, I would not have...
But you think he was?
He was trying to tickle my butt. I don't know what it was, but like... So I stood up from where I was sitting, and I sat by Jervon. And Jervon was like, oh, you want my protection now. So then I just sat by Jervon the rest of the night.
Jervon's funny.
And then, so I'm sitting by Jervon. And then, like, the dude, like, finally passes out, and they kick him out of the bar. And then I, like, start having fun again. But for that, like, hour or so, I was just sitting at the bench, like...
You don't know how gay you are.
And honestly, dude, after I took a shower the next morning and cleaned the filth off of me, I was, like, thinking about what he said, and I was like, that shit is mad funny.
Then you look in the mirror and say, man,
how gay am I?
Michael, am I gay?
Yeah. I mean, if Brad Pitt came up to me and tried to kiss me, I would say no at first. But if he persisted... Yeah, dude, that shit was crazy.
You don't know how gay you are.
And then on the last night...
Was he like your age?
I guess.
Was he cute?
He wasn't that cute. Nah, dude, he looked like a freaking hobo.
Oh, really?
I would have never guessed this dude was gay at all.
But do you think he wasn't like messing with you by calling you Edward Norton and then asking if you were gay?
No, I think he was totally trying
He was into you.
Get in, like, get into something. So it freaked me out. But then the last day, like when we were at the... Like, we were at this bar called Breakfast Club. These white dudes in, like, the corner I was going to the bathroom and they were like, "What's up, dude?" And I was like, "No,
My guys.
no."
Now you're like, nope.
I was like, "Not," because I told like my friends that I was with, I was like, "I'm kind of scared of white people in Japan now."
How did Javon thought he was gay?
Javon told me the next day, he said, the reason I told you to look out for that guy is because, like, when we walked into the bar, he looked at me and was like gave him some, like, creepy smile. And I was like, dude, why didn't you tell me that at the start?
That's funny.
But anyway, so these white guys at, like, the corner right by the bathroom were like, "What's up, dude?" And I was like, "No."
That's all you said.
And they were like, "What?" Yeah. I was like, "The last time I talked to a white dude in Japan, he tried to get in my butt."
No. What'd they say to that?
They were like, "What?" And I was like, "I'm going to the bathroom." And then, like, afterwards, I told them the story, and they thought it was funny.
Nice.
But yeah, it was tough. But yeah.
What about you? I asked you about this earlier, but you only ate sushi once?
Yeah, I ate ramen like 3 or 4 times.
Ramen was solid?
Ramen was beast.
How was the sushi?
You know what? Jordan kept leaving his ramen, which is mad disrespectful. I was like, dude, it's like
is
stuff
it?
Like, I mean, if you go to a sushi restaurant in America, if you don't like finish all your sushi, they'll charge you for the sushi. You don't like if it's a sushi buffet.
Yeah.
If you order sushi and you don't eat it all, they'll charge you for the shit that you left.
Ah.
Yeah, but so I only ate sushi once and it was by myself because like I was mad tired this day. So I tried to take a nap and I was like, "Y'all go eat lunch on your own. I'm fine." So I went try to take a nap. Wasn't really able to sleep. Like it was mad hot in my room. I figured that out. But like if it's over like 70 degrees, I cannot sleep in the damn room. So, so I wake up or I like get up from the room and I'm like, I'm gonna go eat. And so I'm walking towards this McDonald's because I'm like, you know what? I need something to eat. Like I'm exhausted still. Like I'm just gonna go get McDonald's.
Yeah.
And then go back to sleep. And then like the second I looked in the like window of McDonald's, I like saw like 40 Asians in there.
Like you said, not my McDonald's.
No, it wasn't like that. I couldn't be the white guy in McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, because they would be like, "Oh, I bet you love McDonald's, don't you?"
Yeah.
Big Mac. Big Zach. So, like, I looked in the window and I was like, "No, I can't eat here." And I looked to my left and there was this big, like, beef sushi bar.
Yeah.
So I go in the sushi bar, sit down, point at, like, this, like, 20-piece sushi. He makes it in front of me, sits it down right in front of me. Ball out. And it was delicious. I mean, there was some stuff like, you know those like Orby type shit that they have?
The orange ones?
I think there was yellow ones and pink ones or something.
Oh, yeah?
Both orbs. And like, I ate those first, but like, I don't know, it's not sashimi. That's just it by its own. What's it
Nigiri?
called? Is that when it's rice bed on and then a slab of fish?
I believe that's nigiri.
That's all it was.
Yeah.
So
that was good.
Oh my god, it was phenomenal. And I ordered some more. I could have balled out a little bit
How
more.
much did you spend there?
$20.
That was it?
I was shitting my pants maybe like 30, but like I was literally the whole entire time we were there, I was just like, can you believe
how much things cost?
Oh, it was like the whole time.
Oh,
so
wow.
like we went to this Korean
So was
barbecue.
that the best sushi of your life?
Can't say it.
Yeah.
I mean, it was equivalent to what that dude gave us.
And that was like $300 a person.
Yeah, so it was...
yeah, so I'd say per dollar by far.
Very good. Yeah, but I didn't get as much food. And it was very sushi specific, so...
Damn, that's awesome.
But it was beast. And the dude, I pointed at like another pack of 3 sushi, and he just shook his head, started making it right in front of me, and then sat down right in front of me, which was very beast.
Yeah.
Like, he was just waiting for me to order, and then the second I ordered, it was almost on my plate in like 2 minutes.
And you said you used credit card for everything.
Credit card for everything.
What's their cash? Yen?
Yen.
Did you have any yen?
It's like, so...
Did you bring some back?
I have like 1 yen with a hole in it that I was wearing on my necklace.
Ah.
That's it. So I never really had paper money on me. So the whole thing with Japan is you don't get taxed if you're not a citizen. So I was supposed to get like most of the merchandise that I bought tax free, but it's such a pain in the ass because they're like, you have to bring your passport to the store
Yeah.
to get it tax free, and I don't like bringing my passport around like that because I feel iffy. It's not like my wallet. Like I feel like I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
And if I lose it in Japan, then I'm screwed.
Yeah. Living your dream.
But sometimes, yeah. So sometimes like they would take it, but like I almost got like nothing tax free the whole time I was there, which wasn't a huge deal. But like
it's like, damn, I lost a little bit of cash.
so like they gave me a receipt and a pamphlet, and me and Javon were like, you know what? Let's go get our tax free money so we can get some like yen because they'll give it to you in paper.
Yeah.
So we go down there, and I'm like, I have my receipt, I have the pamphlet, and I hand it to them, and they're like, where are the glasses? And I'm like, what? And they're like, the glasses that you bought, where are they? I'm like, they're at the hotel room. And they're like, you need the glasses here. And I was like, okay, well, I'm never going to try this again. So
yeah.
I just, like, paid Japan taxes, and I still, like, made out like a bandit the whole
Did
time.
Javon get his back?
Javon was wearing his. I wasn't wearing mine.
How much money did he get back? How much money was that?
$300 glasses. It was, like, 3,000 yen, which is, like, $18.
Nice.
Like, every 1,000 yen is, like, $6, and that's
Yeah.
how I was kind of doing my math, but it's not exact.
Cool.
I had to figure it out because, like, every time I was going to these places, I was like 140,000 yen.
Yeah.
We went to some sneaker places in Shibuya.
Shibuya roll call.
Yeah, I think that messes up one of my games, but that's fine. And it was like 1,300,000 yen.
Oh wow.
But it was still like, I don't know, like $4,000, whatever it was. I think it's more than that, but
so you flew back at 7 p.m.
yeah.
Did you time travel? Did you make it back earlier than you left?
Yeah. So we leave at 7 p.m. Japan time, and we show up in Georgia at 6 p.m.
Yeah. And then what about, that was Sunday or Saturday?
It was Saturday when we left, and it was Saturday when we returned.
And then how long did it take you to get back on your sleep schedule? What did you do Saturday night for sleep when you got home?
Saturday night, I was fine. So I went to sleep at like 1 a.m. and then woke up at like 6 a.m. or 6:40 and was texting you and Caitlin if y'all were awake. So I was texting all the siblings to give y'all's kids.
Yeah.
Hey, okay, I got some gifts for you because so John was bitching, and I didn't give any of the siblings gifts because they have kids, and if they wanted gifts, they shouldn't have had kids. So I worked some things around and got John some stuff. So that's a Godzilla XXL.
Oh, that's sick.
I don't know if you had to open it.
I wanted to, but and the pod all I hear is.
Yeah.
Is there so much Godzilla gear? Because when Dad went to Japan, he brought me back.
There was
Godzilla
only one row of Godzilla gear at this place called like Domtembari. That shit is pretty sick. I didn't know that was the back. I tried to get the sickest ones. I gave
Godzilla!
Yeah, I gave
Thank
Jack,
you.
I gave Jack a Godzilla tee too. I don't know who I was supposed to give this to. I was supposed to give this to Jack, but I had that Godzilla tee, so I figured you should just take it. But it's Beast too.
Oh.
So this is that's 3D art.
Yeah.
So the 3D art it's made out of paper or cardboard or whatever, but you piece it together. Don't open that.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be tough to put together. So you put it together, and
it
it's
makes it
that
Daruma.
guy. Yeah, but he's 3D.
Oh, really?
He's like a whole circle.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, he's Beast.
Cool. Thank you.
I like that guy. And I bought. This
shirt is like really thick.
Oh, really? Is it like good material?
I guess. I don't know. It's cool, but it's like really thick. Sick.
So I bought myself a paper art, but I bought like it was like $60.
Yeah.
And like I haven't even had the energy to like put it together yet.
Yeah.
And then I bought this cherry blossom tree that turns out it's like little Lego.
Of paper? Oh, it's Lego.
Little Lego. And
Yeah.
it's 999 pieces. And I had no energy to put it together, and Hudson was like, let's put together the Lego. So we sat down and tried to figure it out, and like it took us like an hour and a half, and we got like nothing done.
How
Like,
many
it's the
pieces do you think
toughest-
you done?
12.
Are they
in an hour and a
correct, you
half.
think?
It's huh?
Are they correct?
I had no idea, dude. I've never thought something was so difficult. Like the kids that build like the Lego Death Star
Yeah.
out of Lego.
Crazy, huh?
Oh, I have so much respect for them. Like it's insane.
That's classic.
Oh, so let me see if I have any other.
But Sunday, you were up at 6:40. What time did you go to bed? You must have slept all day that day.
Oh, I went to bed at like 11. Woke up at like 9.
And then you were up?
No, then I probably went back to sleep. I kept like what day did we 2 days ago, so
Today's Wednesday.
Tuesday. Oh yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm pretty much in a bog. I'm out of it, but like I'll go to sleep at a reasonable time today.
Yeah.
But like Tuesday, I woke up at like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
and I was up, went to work.
You were up since 2 a.m.
Yeah,
What'd you do from 2 a.m. to work?
I watched Aquaman. I mean, at some point I was like, okay, well, I gotta try and go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Didn't work. Around 5 a.m., I turned on Aquaman. I was like, screw it. Well, I can't just like. Then I just watched Aquaman,
Yeah.
and then I went to work, and I can't tell you how big of a slug I was, dude. I mean, like besides like making phone calls and stuff, I'm like, it was the most difficult thing I've ever done. So then right at 4 p.m. or like 4:30, get home, done.
Go to
Pass
sleep.
out, wake up, it's dark
Do
outside.
it all over again.
Yeah. So Tuesday I went to sleep at around 4, woke up at around 10 p.m., did some stuff for like an hour because I mean like I still had to like eat and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not eating for like long periods at this point. And then I take like 30 grams of melatonin.
Yeah.
And
Knock
then
you out?
I wake up at about 7 a.m.
Nice. And now you're back.
Now I'm back.
All right. Is that Japan?
That's Japan, I guess.
Do you have a game for Japan?
Yeah, sure. All right.
Then let's play the game and then let's dive into
I
Aquaman.
don't even want to talk about Aquaman. All right, so this is Oh, I met this girl. I drew this sketch picture in Japan.
Did you draw that picture of Chris and
No,
who drew that?
Fred Jordan.
It looked just like your drawing.
No, mine was way more sketch. I drew my picture with crayons,
Yeah.
and all my friends were like, "What's wrong with you?" And then all the Asian people around were like, "This is sick." But anyways, I gave the picture to this girl, and I took her picture, and I was like, "All right." And she was like, "I'm gonna hang mine up on my wall." I was like, "All right, text me when you do." So switched her number with her. She's 19.
Yes.
Yeah, perfect age. but she also had like over 500,000 followers on Instagram.
500,000
And
followers.
was was on like a stream with someone on Twitch that's like mad famous now.
Yeah.
You know who Speed is?
Yeah.
She streamed with Speed.
How did you get hooked up with her?
She was just at the bar. Yeah.
Did
And we
she
already-
put her picture on the wall?
No, I sent her a message like, this was before I knew she was 19, but I was
Yeah.
like, oh, be sure to send me a pic when you put my pic up.
Yeah.
And then she was like, I got you. And I wasn't going to respond, and she never did. So I'm pretty sure she just left that picture at the bar. That's not a big deal.
Do you have her picture?
I'll show you after.
All right.
I
What's the
have
game?
her Instagram. That's where it was like. All right, so this is Name the Made Up Town.
Mm.
So it's all towns that I've been to, and you have to pick the one that's made up. All right, Shibuya.
I would have guessed made up.
Yeah, I know. I told you. Dontembori, Hawakasuni, Kyoto, Shinsekai.
Kyoto, Shinsekai, one word.
No, that was two separate ones.
Two separate cities.
Yeah.
Kyoto, and then Shinsekai.
Yeah.
Now riddle me this: the fake one. Where did you get it from? An anime?
I put two of the towns together.
Oh, that's cheating.
I
Okay.
had to make it sound at least Asian.
It's got how many are there? 4?
5.
All right, I'm going E.
Shinsekai?
No. I'm not.
The way I said it.
Give me A, B, and C again.
Dontembori,
Uh-huh.
Shibuya,
Uh-huh.
Hawakusuni, Kyoto, Shinsekai.
It's either A or C.
Dontembori or Hawakusuni.
Hawakusuni.
Yeah, that's the made up.
Haha.
Yeah. I don't know how I got that, but anyways, let's talk about Aquaman for a second.
Hit the lights.
What? Oh, intro?
Movie night. Movie night. Movie night, ain't no doubt. We about to watch one. Movie night, turn it on. Gotta get it started. Let's watch a movie tonight. 'Cause movie nights are always the best of times. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching. Got to keep on watching. Keep on watching.
Got to keep on watching, and that we do, folks. That we do. Well, we're back. Do you ever periodically think of like random vines from the app Vine?
What's a vine you're thinking about?
Well, before we hit the intro, I said, hit the lights. I think about this one
What
all the
is
time.
that?
It was these two fat kids. Me and Addie used to live for it. It was this fat brother and sister. And then
That makes sense why you guys live for it so much.
it was these young.
You guys are both fat.
It was
Fat
this,
as shit.
It was this young fat brother and sister, and the sister goes, "Hit the lights!" And then this fat kid takes this big flashlight, the brother, and he goes,
Really?
and then he goes, "All right, this is stupid," and throws it to the side. But it's hilarious.
I remember that one.
Ah.
I like Coca-Cola.
Pepsi bowl,
No.
Coca-Cola glass,
Pepsi Bowl.
bottle. He's saying
Pepsi. Oh, yeah.
Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola glass.
No, that's 2 bottles.
I don't give a
Cola. No, Coca-Cola glass. I think it's...
Pepsi bottle. Because he's pouring it from a Pepsi bottle.
I don't know.
Pepsi bottle, Coca-Cola glass.
I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I do like that. Pepsi bottle? It sounds wrong to me, but oh well.
Pepsi. What are you saying it was? Cola?
Pepsi Cola?
Could be. Could be.
Coca-Cola glass? I don't give a damn.
I don't give a damn. All
But
right.
anyways, we watched Aquaman, and if you haven't watched it yet, do not.
Do not. It
Spend your time on
stinks.
Dune. People are blowing smoke up Dune's ass. So
I think
hard
Dune's
right now.
gonna be like fine.
People are blowing ass up in smoke, dude.
Well, name another movie they did that too.
I don't know,
something else
probably
that
a
was
good one.
Whale.
No, it's not like Whale, dude. Nobody like I'm seeing it on my social media.
I think Dune's gonna be good, not great. Like,
Did you like the first Dune?
First one was pretty good.
You know when I tried to watch the first Dune, right?
No.
So it was your wedding day.
Yeah.
We went to the Braves playoffs after, and y'all were together. You and Taylor weren't there, right?
Not the Braves playoff game.
So
no.
all the like Tanner, Addie, all those people were there, like in the mix.
Yeah.
But me and Jackson Schultz got up to a bar, had way better of a time. They were in like a freaking mosh pit of
Yeah.
Southerners. But anyway, so me and
Southerners.
Jackson were up at this bar. We left. I stayed at Jackson's spot. And then he turned on Dune, and we KO'd in, like, the living room.
How in
And
the hell
watched,
would
like,
I know
20
that?
minutes.
You know when I tried to watch Dune, right? It was on your
I
wedding
wasn't
night.
saying. It was more about the fact that it was on your wedding day, you giant bitch.
Oh, you giant bitch.
You got
You giant.
attitude.
I'm just saying. That's what you said.
It was because it was a special day for you.
That's nice. Thank you.
Yeah, I remembered. You didn't remember anything about my special days.
When you get married, I'll remember. Hey,
Yeah,
did
sure.
you know I watched Dune
If
3
you're
on your wedding
invited.
day?
I know 2 people that aren't going to be invited to my wedding. You and Austin Pinland.
Can you just bury the hatchet Penny? He's the nicest
Yeah, I'll
guy
bury
of
it
all time.
with Penny inside of the damn...
Inside of the guy?
Inside of the hatchet.
Just,
I don't care that much, but I do believe I might change my mind by the time I get married. But if you don't invite me to your wedding and you get married first, there's a high percent chance
No, gloves are off. And
you don't get
especially,
invited to mine.
especially when you actually get married and you're like, oh, I got to make cuts. Oh, this
you're
guy
the
got married.
first
He
one to
didn't
go.
invite me. Psh,
Eric,
Psh.
Beasley probably wouldn't have gone,
He
but
would have never been there.
Jordan Rigg, probably not there either.
Psh.
I'll probably invite Cole Higby, even though he didn't invite me to his. What dirtbags? Maybe not Ian Cole. Definitely Ethan.
A great guy. He invited you to his.
Yep, definitely Wad. He
Big
invited
Will.
me to
You
his.
got invited to Big Will's.
Definitely Big Will. There's some definitely's out there.
All right, you want to rate this movie?
Yep.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. 5.4.
Damn, 5.3 is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, this movie's ass. Do you want to do your plot summary? You got one?
Yeah, I mean, it's
I'll
just
do mine first. 'Cause
mumbo
I feel
jumbo.
like yours might be more descriptive.
I
of the
doubt
movie.
it. Mine
Really?
sucks.
Okay. Aquaman 2 is a mess. The CGI seemed fine, but something about fighting underwater is uncool. Meanwhile, you're wondering what Amber Heard is doing in the movie still after kicking Johnny Depp's ass. The jokes don't land, and most of the things Aquaman says makes you mad. The story follows Aquaman and his imprisoned brother trying to defeat a guy I swore they defeated last movie. But he's back and stronger than ever, even though he's still lamer too. The whole movie is lame.
Yeah, that's a good plot summary. This movie takes place in the coolest, most unknown place on Earth, the ocean, and they decide to invent a bunch of CGI alien creatures to fill it with. Moreover, they have Aquaman and his powerful water brother spend 90% of the movie on land, even though my plot summary says online. They fight
Want to play cop?
They spend most of their time, 90% of their time, online. They fight a DA masked Stingray character controlled by the What Say You guy from Lord of the Rings Return of the King. Ultimately, you know the guy where it's like the Ghost King in the cave and Aragorn's like, what say you? And it's like he's trying to get those... he looked just like that Ghost King.
Okay. I get that.
Terrible character in this movie. Great in Lord of the Rings. Ultimately, the moral of the story is we gotta do something about global warming.
Yeah, to get rid of these movies.
No, that was like the movie was all about global warming. It's like they're burning this oil and it's causing problems
Heating up
up
the
there.
earth. Yeah, if it would
Which is
stop
causing
these
problems
movies,
for
I'd
us
rather
down
just
here.
start over.
You didn't notice all the global warming like metaphors?
Yeah, I noticed now, but
Sucked.
you know I watched this movie at 3
Aquaman is, I don't know,
mad lame. So this
maybe
is what,
the lamest guy of all time.
this is what I thought about, like, if somebody was like, "Hey man, I can give you Aquaman superpowers," I would be like, "Okay."
No, you wouldn't. I think Aquaman's superpowers are beast.
You'd have to move to like
I think
Florida or
the
something.
movie sucks. Yeah, I would do that in a heartbeat.
So you would move to Florida if
for-
you had Aquaman superpowers.
I can talk to animals and swim underwater.
The only reason I think it would be cool is because I would find mad underground treasure.
Yeah, easy.
I
You know
talk
how
to the
many-
animals, be like, "Do you guys
There's
know
got
what
to be
gold
$1
is?"
billion underwater,
Oh, I think there's trillions, maybe.
and some seriously beast treasures.
Yeah, that's where all the Trillions of dollars is coming from.
No, I think think of how many people just accidentally they were on a boat and $20 bills flew out of their their boat.
You think that's a soggy dollar?
It's still worth $1.
That's what you want to be Aquaman.
No.
A soggy dollar.
I want to be Aquaman to ride on orcas and great whites. Instead,
Yeah, he's got
Aquaman
this lame-ass
was a
seahorse.
lamest seahorse,
that
and
gloves.
he's such a loser. And then they have this. Dude, this movie was so bad. I think it's it's the worst superhero movie we've seen.
You gonna do our game?
Yeah.
I don't plan to talk about this movie a lot.
No,
we talked
man,
about
it
Japan a
sucks.
lot.
Thank God we talked about Japan. This movie is absolute balls. And why did they have Amber Heard in this at all? And at first,
I thought she wasn't going to be in it. He's acting like a single dad. And then she pops up.
I was like,
and then you're
wait, they're about. It was almost like they were keeping you on the edge of your seat. Like,
is she going to be
Amber
here?
Heard in this movie? Because he's
I
acting
don't
like a
know.
single dad.
And then she pops up every 50 scenes.
Yeah, it's crazy. But somehow she had a significant role without being in the movie at all.
2.5 minutes.
She would pop in and save Aquaman and her baby, and then she would pop out, and then Aquaman would be rocking the baby like he was a single dad.
I'm pretty sure he even mentioned being a single dad to the guy that raised him, who was also a single dad.
It's almost like they cut her out and we're like,
we need her for something.
We need more scenes.
Yeah, we'll pay you this.
Is James Gunn involved in this movie?
No.
Okay.
James Gunn does no wrong. Except for if you ask Mom.
Yeah, well, he had some weird tweets.
Oh, really?
Mom hates him because
Weird
he tweets a
tweets
bunch of
because-
baby in a blender jokes.
Hey, who doesn't like to see a baby in a blender?
Mom's gonna cancel you.
As long as it's not like Jeffrey Epstein about a baby.
I think he makes jokes like that too.
Oh, okay, gross.
Pedo tweets.
Gross.
Yeah. You're a James Gunn defender. I'm a.
Oh, I didn't. Hey, relax. You said baby in a blender, not.
Yeah, but I thought
Not
that was
Baby on
already
an
bad. I
Island.
didn't know you were gonna hop on board the baby in the
I
blender
like
jokes.
his movies.
Yeah, I can get behind that too. If Hitler really was a good
If Hitler
painter,
was making good movies, dude,
if he really
I
was,
would have turned a blind eye.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I could still respect that. Hey, that is a good painting, even though that is a bad
German
guy.
Shepherd paintings.
Yeah, he used to paint German shepherds, and if they're good
they had
paintings, you
the
can't deny.
original Hitler in Always Sunny. That was
Yeah, that's what
hilarious.
I always think of.
Oh, dude, this one bothered me. So they had, so they are Aquaman's brother is underwater his whole entire life. He hasn't really experienced any food above ground.
Yeah.
And they walk across this giant cockroach,
Yeah,
and Aquaman's like, "See, try this." Acting
delicious.
like it's a delicacy above land.
yeah,
And he eats it, and he kind of
likes it.
enjoys it. And then Aquaman's like, "I told you."
He was playing a prank on him.
Yeah, but why wouldn't you make it evident that he was playing a prank at the end?
I guess once he liked it, he just thought it was funny, and I'm messing with him.
I hated that.
The director
I
of this
hated
movie was
everything
actually
on
called James Wan. Isn't that funny? I wanted to check.
O&E?
W
You
A
always
N.
do this shit.
Yeah, can you see?
No.
I mean, god
You always
dang,
do.
man.
I can't read that. You probably not even read it from there.
I
You don't got
can.
your glasses off.
I got my contacts in.
Yeah.
Oh man, it started off so lame. He's fighting these people, and he's fighting them with action figures to his son, and then he's like, "I'm good at something, and I'm also good at something else, breaking heads."
Yeah.
What's this actor's name?
Jason Momoa.
I think he kind of sucks too.
I liked him when he acts like a badass. I don't want this funny loser.
No.
I hated every word
He's
he
kind of
said.
like a Thor wannabe, and
Yeah,
it
he's
sucks.
like a Thor wannabe. Chris Hemsworth, mad funny in Thor. I didn't think he was trying too hard. Jason Momoa, I'm like, dude, every word that comes out of your mouth, I want to punch you in the throat.
And his
All of his
costume
jokes
is so
sucked.
lame. Everyone else is wearing black and dark blue, and he's
That's
got this.
OG Aquaman, though. So
I
you can't put
understand,
that on him.
but I don't know.
He's lame. This movie is lame.
It's so bad.
Yeah, this movie sucks.
And then why? I mean, it's the worst CGI.
I said the CGI wasn't but I don't like the whole fighting underwater.
Well, their
bullshit.
hair floating behind them I understand it's underwater, but just put your hair like normal
In
because
a bun. Put it in a bun.
yeah, it looks so terrible.
Yeah.
It's like floating. I don't know, man. And
The villain was bad. Like I swear.
why does a villain have this mask where the eyes are on the side of his head?
Also, probably comic fine. Like it's fine. Like they probably made a comic accurate suit of this guy.
Yeah.
I just don't know anything about this guy. But also, he was the villain in the first one.
Yeah.
You don't defeat the villain in the first one, and then he just pulls up again a little bit stronger in the second movie.
Well, they had like that Skeleton King thing.
Yeah.
It sucked.
It was pretty much all about him the whole time. This movie was trash.
I also don't know why you make a bunch of like fake animals and aliens underwater when.
What do you want him to be fighting, John? Orcas?
Yeah. Like we don't need a bunch of made up animals when we already got animals. The bad guy can be something, but like they would go to like this underwater city where there's a bunch of fish people and like, oh, how about that one scene where they go to the underwater city and that band's playing? And I'm like, oh, this is just like Star Wars. I even wrote that in my notes. This is just like Star Wars. Taylor looks up when he's talking to that fat guy and she said, oh, this is such a rip on Star Wars. I said, that's funny that you just said that. I just put that in my notes and you watched Star Wars for like one time.
Star Wars.
Yeah, and that guy's like totally Jabba the Hutt. Why would you put the Jabba the Hutt in there?
That whole scene, they blow shit up. They're fighting everyone. Everybody's getting their ass kicked. Like shit's blowing up. And when they're leaving, the girl that was singing at the start of the scene was still singing at the end.
Yeah.
Like you weren't ducking for cover or anything. You just kept singing. This movie was trash.
Yeah, I just wrote how bad it is.
We keep
Cheesiest
watching
shit
bad
ever.
movies. We need to get a good movie so we can actually talk about it.
There's that Asian side character that's in like everything. He was in Ant-Man. It turned out to be bad.
Yeah.
He was in this. He might just be bad luck.
The magic trick dude. He wasn't bad in Ant-Man.
Yeah, but Ant-Man ended up being bad.
Yeah. All right, let's play our game.
All right, worst superhero movies of all time. You want to know what's so funny about this? Is I wanted to rate this movie. I told you let's do a draft of worst superhero movies. I wanted to rate this movie, and I was like, what do I want to make sure I rate this worse than? And I was like, this is worse than Ant-Man. I want to make sure whatever I rated Ant-Man, this is worse than that.
Really?
Quantumania?
Yeah. What do we rate that? No way we did.
It got a 5.4 total.
Did we do that on the pod?
Yeah.
5.4 total?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did good.
Yeah. So we're at 5.3. Or maybe it was a 5.5 total, but we did it back in that.
5.4.
I did this 5.4. So we gave it a 5.5 total. I gave this a 5.4, so 1 point less. You gave it a 5.2, so it was a 5.3.
Yeah.
We did that pod in the front room.
Hell yeah.
It was back in February. So I went to go look at my notes to see what I rated it, and I went down and...
I delete all my notes the second
The game I played back then was worst superhero movies.
No.
Worst Marvel movies.
Man.
But that made me think of the same game.
I was almost like thinking when I was making this list, I was like, have we already played this?
This feels familiar. All right, you go first.
I'll do Madam Web.
You haven't seen it.
I know, but I know it's going to be just horrendous.
I'm not watching that.
That's how you know it's super bad. I think it's good first.
I think also this movie has me like in a place where I think I'm kind of done with superhero movies. If I don't want to watch it, I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Like I'm not.
It's a tough scene these days.
If the Marvels came out again, like something equivalent, I'd be like, nah. No. Pass. So, Madam Web with your first. I'm going New Mutants.
New Mutants was trash. That's not even on my list. I'm going to go Morbius.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
No, you haven't, have you?
No. That's how you know it's terrible. And it's like up to date, you know?
I didn't put any of the bad ones, the ones I haven't seen on there.
No, that's the last ones that I have.
I will go Aquaman 2.
Okay, that was number 4 on mine. I'll do Green Lantern, Ryan Reynolds.
Did you hate that movie? I know people say it's bad, but I didn't hate that movie.
Well, I got a list of shit that people said were bad that I was like, what?
Yeah.
But I think Green Lantern was kind of bad.
I mean, I'm sure it was pretty bad, but...
All right, can I take that back?
Yeah, take it back, because I know that
Fantastic... No, I'll do Ant-Man Quantumania.
Good, because that was my next pick.
3.
I'm going to go with Fantastic Four from 2015.
You bitch.
But I had Quantumania ahead of it. It's bad.
I'm gonna do Blue Beetle.
Have you seen it?
Yep.
And it's bad?
Shit.
What would you rate it? It's better than this, though?
5.8.
Okay. I'm going to go... I watched this back in the day, but I couldn't really tell you much about it. Superman Returns from 2006. Remember that one? When they, like, shoot him point blank, and he's like...
No.
What
was the Superman?
Guy you wouldn't recognize.
Is it the guy that like fell off a horse and just had a
No,
life?
that's from there was one that came out while we were growing up. Does this look familiar?
I remember that guy.
Yeah. So anyways,
man, what a poor soul, that guy that fell off that horse.
This guy's name is Brandon Routh.
That guy was almost like, he looked the most Superman of all of them, and then he was just crippled, neck down, and then died.
Christopher Reeves.
Christopher Reeves is his name?
That's who you're thinking of.
Yikes.
Yeah, poor guy.
All right, I'll do...
but have you ever seen him in interviews afterwards? Seemed like a great dude.
He seemed happy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on like Oprah.
I guess maybe it happens to the right people, because if it was me...
I already know what you would want me.
Kill me. I mean, I'm not saying that not saying that people with the right attitude couldn't make their life worth living.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
I couldn't.
Please, John, do me a favor.
Yeah.
All right, Suicide Squad 2.
Suicide Squad 2, is that worse than Suicide Squad 1?
Actually, I'd say Suicide was worse.
Yeah.
Suicide is always worse.
Even if you have been knocked off a horse.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with The Marvels.
That was a shit movie.
Yeah.
That's all mine.
I have Dark Phoenix, X-Men.
People said that was bad. I don't remember being crazy bad.
I think it was bad. But you know what people say is bad, especially Ryan Reynolds, is Wolverine's Origins.
Yeah. I used to think I liked all the X-Men.
That was a beast movie.
You know what people have said that are bad that isn't bad? Daredevil with Ben Affleck.
Is it good?
I thought I liked that movie.
Yeah.
They said that Ghost Rider was bad. Granted, I haven't seen any of these movies in a decade, but I used to love Ghost Rider with Nick Cage. I thought it was sick. And then they said League of Extraordinary Gentlemen was bad.
Whoa. That's
they said
a good
that was
movie.
bad.
That's a good movie.
That's a great movie.
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Why'd you say it like that?
Because there's on our Instagram, on our movie night Instagram, I follow a lot of people who rate movies.
Shit.
And then they're, to try and get follows back. And I was scrolling. Yeah, we got tons of follows. Anyways, I was scrolling and I saw this one Hispanic guy in the video, and he just
Leash of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
he just looks up and goes, Leash of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
That's great.
And I mean, it's the only two people liked this video, so I'm like one of like two.
You liked it.
Oh, duh.
Yeah,
I thought it was hilarious.
Leash
of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
I have Eternals. Sucked.
You already said that.
No, I said Marvels.
My bad.
And then Doctor Strange.
I don't think maybe Marvel's
The most recent.
I think Marvel. Was Marvel's better than Eternals?
I don't know. Eternals is bad too.
Yeah, Eternals was like.
What if we just rate Marvels?
Maybe in the 6s.
Yeah.
Low 6s.
Leash of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Leash of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
6.4. Oh, and we had a rating link. Ching!
Yeah. Oh, we linked
That's
up.
a great sound effect.
Yeah.
Just start doing that after we get one. After we go crazy. Ching!
Yeah. Hopefully we link that too.
Yeah.
I'm done.
That movie sucked. I'm glad we had Japan to talk about.
We talked about Japan.
I think we need to start just not watching bad shit.
Movies.
Maybe what would be cool is if we just started a new pod where we did vacation reviews, and that would be way funner.
Once every 6 months.
Well, not if we popped off, then we could be like, "Hey guys, duty calls. I got to go to Thailand." Yeah, and then we just have our trips paid for. We can review them.
Chisel Mill pays for our trips.
Well, I don't think
this is our job now.
Yeah, so our old job pays for it. Oh.
All right.